exists with a wide range of biodiversity and endless species of living organisms. Though it was a long journey of billions of years for the evolution of life.
Yes, Rajnandini, very true. Earth and the creatures that live on it have a complex relationship which influence each other and make their existence interdependent. Respected principal ma'am, teachers, and our dear parents, today we, the students of class 5B, present our walking presentation on the theme Animals, the inseparable part of life. To begin with here, we have a rhythmic dance presentation by our friends to pay our gratitude towards Earth and respect the very existence of life on Earth in the form of countless plants and animals.
Earth is the only known planet having life in this universe. We should respect and maintain everything we get from our Mother Earth.
Wow, what a wonderful performance! Now we know that wildlife is a precious gift from God for this planet, which includes wild animals, birds, insects, plants, fungi, and many more. To meet all of them together at one place, I think forest is the best place to go. Let's take you all to a forest trip.
प्रियाणि मित्राणि अद्य अहं वनं भ्रमणाय गच्छामि किं यूयमपि चलिष्यत्। प्रिय मित्रों, आज मैं वन में घूमने के लिए जा रहा हूँ। क्या तुम सभी चलोगे?
किं वनं भ्रमणं गच्छसि? आम् आम्, वयम् अपि चलिष्यामः। क्या वन में घूमने जा रहे हैं? हाँ हाँ, हम भी चलेंगे।
चलन्तु, चलो, आगच्छन्तु आगच्छन्तु वनं चलन्तु, आगच्छन्तु आगच्छन्तु वनं चलन्तु। अस्मिन् वने के सन्ति? कथय कथय कथय, अर्थात आओ हम सब वन में चलते हैं। इस वन में कौन कौन है? बताओ बताओ बताओ।
अत्र एक व्याघ्र अस्ति, अत्र एक व्याघ्र अस्ति। व्याघ्र किं करोति? व्याघ्र किं करोति? व्याघ्रः गर्जति, व्याघ्रः गर्जति। अर्थात यहाँ एक बाघ है। बाघ क्या करता है? बाघ गरजता है।
अत्र एक गज अस्ति, अत्र एक गज अस्ति। गजः किं करोति? गजः किं करोति? गजः नर्दति, गजः नर्दति। अर्थात यहाँ एक हाथी है। हाथी क्या करता है? हाथी सिंह झाड़ता है।
अत्र एक हरण अस्ति। अत्र एक हरण अस्ति। हरण किं करोति? हरण किं करोति? हरण कूदति। हरण कूदति। अर्थात यहाँ एक हिरण है। हिरण क्या करता है? हिरण कूदता है।
अत्र एकः वृकः अस्ति। अत्र एकः वृकः अस्ति। वृकः किं करोति? वृकः किं करोति? वृकः धावति। वृकः धावति। अर्थात यहाँ एक भेड़िया है। भेड़िया क्या करता है? भेड़िया दौड़ता है।
प्रियाणि मित्राणि उक्तम् अपि अस्ति। जीवनां रक्षणं श्रेष्ठं जीवजीवितकाक्षिणः। एते सर्वे जन्तवः अस्माकं मित्राणि सन्ति। अर्थात प्रिय मित्रों, कहा भी गया है, जीवों का रक्षण श्रेष्ठ है। जीव जीवन जीने की इच्छा रखने वाले होते हैं। ये सभी जीव हमारे मित्र हैं।
That was indeed a very informative journey, and I have enriched my vocabulary learning many new Sanskrit words. Since the very existence of life on earth, there are evidences that animals are exceedingly important and indispensable part of life. They are co-partners of man in every walk of life. Let's see how.
We live in a world where good news is often outshone by bad. Nevertheless, we at the bright side do our best to make sure kind and heroic acts don't go unnoticed. Every day, thousands of people try to make this world a better place, and our goal is to acquaint you with at least some of them. Such things as courage and self-sacrifice, however, are inherent not only in people but also in our smaller four-legged and furry friends. That's why we have decided to pay tribute to some of the animal heroes out there with these incredible stories about some of their heartwarming acts. We think that everyone can learn something from these brave and noble animals. Importance is not just about what they give, which is just physical. It can be more than that. Now I have my friends with these marvelous tales.
The black cat named Redimus. In 2014, he arrived at an animal shelter in Poland with a severe disease of his upper respiratory tract, which caused him excruciating pain. His owners brought him to be put down, but the doctor decided to give him a second chance. To everyone's surprise, the cheerful cat made a quick recovery. Moreover, after overcoming the disease, the cat started to take care of other animals at the rehabilitation center and earned the nickname Nurse. Redimus gave hugs to another fluffy patients, warming them up as they rest and recover. Sometimes he even licked their ears. Today, the cat nurse is almost a full-time employee of the shelter. It is said that those animals which Redimus look after recovery much faster. Now, doesn't this show that what miracles are possible by just showing a little kindness?
Shay Amy was one of the 600 pigeons of the Signal Corps of the US Army, which were used to exchange important information during the World War II. In just 1 year, Shay Amy made dozens of combat flights. The bird was injured in its chest, blinded in one eye, and lost one leg, but still managed to reach its destination and delivered its message. It helped save almost 200 soldiers of a battalion which had been cut off from its allies. In 2011, Time magazine included Shay Amy in the top 10 most heroic animals in the world.
Nick Jans is a photographer and author who has spent many years observing wildlife and is quite knowledgeable in the ways of nature. However, when one winter evening a lone black wolf appeared near his porch in Juneau, Alaska, and his dog went out to meet it, he couldn't have imagined what would happen next. The two animals did not attack each other but started playing. Soon the wolf became a regular and was given the name Romeo. Other locals also started to bring their own dogs so that they could play with the wolf. With time, Romeo even started to interact with humans. He played fetch, accompanied skiers, or simply lay down in the sun with them. This unprecedented relationship went on for 6 years and provided the basis for a wolf called Romeo by Nick Jans. Sadly, Romeo met an untimely death. He was shot by poachers from another state. But the memory of him lives on in the town. There is even a special plaque commemorating the friendly wolf. Thank you.
Todd Andres, a professional surfer, narrowly escaped death thanks to the help of some dolphins. In August 2007, while conquering the waves, Todd was attacked by a great white shark, which was almost 5 meters long. After several attempts to get away from the fierce predator, Todd almost lost the strength to keep fighting. But suddenly, a group of dolphins came to his aid. They formed a protective ring around the injured surfer, keeping the shark at a distance. This amazing team of unexpected rescuers accompanied Toad to the shore, allowing him to get first aid.
In the smooth running of our world, the contribution which animal makes are enormous. Animals play a significant role in the stability of the environment, ecosystem and our lives. They are excellent components. Since human beings' existence and evolution, we have established ourselves as the greater and more superior species for our sophisticated and more advanced way of thinking and applying. Humans have also learned to use animals for their benefits and have realized how to incorporate animals into our social lives.
Ram, you were so correct that life is impossible without the flora and fauna around. Every organism has a unique place in the food chain that contribute to the ecosystem in its own way. Through this role play, we are going to show how each organism on this earth are interconnected to each other for their energy needs.
Nature has provided all varieties of things to us. It has not only provided but also created harmony among plants and animals living around us. In the nature's basket, every living organism has a share which it can enjoy throughout its life, of course, if there is no greed.
Our environment constitutes abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic components include air, water, soil, temperature, etc. Biotic components include plants, animals, and decomposers. These abiotic and biotic components are interdependent on each other.
I am the sun, the ultimate energy provider to the universe. I brighten the earth with my light and sustain life on it with my warmth and energy. All living things are dependent on me for their survival. Life is possible on earth only because of me.
Wow, what a lovely morning. The sun has arisen. Now it's time for my leaves to make the food for me and all my parts. For this, I need water from the soil and carbon dioxide from air. During the day, we work and prepare food by the process called photosynthesis.
When the sun sets, we rest, relax and be ready for the next day to work. Food is a need of everyone. Since I am a plant, I can make my own food, so I am also known as the autotroph. The food made by me is used by all living beings. Beings eat my leaves, fruits and flowers for consumption. Wow, such beautiful flowers! I'll suck the sweet nectar from these colorful and beautiful flowers to get energy. Now I can fly to different places as I have lot of energy after consuming the nectar.
Hi, I am an amphibious animal, which means
I can live both on land and in water. I am a carnivore animal who loves to eat a variety of insects. By rolling my tongue, I can catch insects from a distance very easily. See how I did it. And here I get a butterfly.
I am so hungry. For last 4 days, I have not eaten anything. I like to eat frogs or maybe some eggs of birds. But wait. Yum! I can see a frog. Frog is my favorite food.
I am the national bird of India. I am always praised for my beautiful feathers and I love to dance in rain. I relish eating snakes. Oh wait, I can see a snake. And here I get it.
Every plant and animal species, no matter how big or small, depends to some extent on another plants or animal species for its survival.
Food chain is the process of who eats whom. Here you can see how food is prepared by plants and further consumed by animals at different levels. Food chain shows that how energy is transferred from one living organism to another via food. Interconnected food chains form a food web. A food web shows how plants and animals are interconnected in nature.
Okay, now I understood how each living organism's existence on earth is important. Plants and animals are coexisting on this earth in harmony. If the food chain gets disturbed due to human greed, either by hunting of animals or by destroying their habitat, it will lead to destruction in food chain. Let's see how.
I am Shambhu the Shikari. I kill different animals for their body parts and sell them in market to earn handsome amounts. Wait, I can see a snake. If I kill him, I can sell its skin to make bags and wealth.
Don't kill me, as I'm very important part of the food chain. Killing of any animal will lead to disturbing of food chain and will cause imbalance in nature. If this continues carelessly, we will end up in wiping off many animal species from the earth, leading to their extinction.
Here we have a message from our animal friends. Friends, don't hurt friends. Stop cruelty against animals.
That was indeed a well-presented concept of food chain which signifies importance of each link of it. But due to human greed, animals are in danger. Let's take you to the newsroom to get latest updates about animal population and their dangers to life.
Hello friends, welcome to our news channel. Today we are going to talk about the extinct and endangered animals. Extinct animals are those species which no longer exist. On the other hand, endangered animals are those species that are under the threat of extinction. There are 4 major causes of animals becoming extinct. These include habitat loss, lack of food, overconsumption, pollution and climate change. Hunting and poaching are also one of the main causes behind the endangerment of animals. Now our correspondent Tanmi is going to share information about extinct animals.
Thank you, Naman. Let's have a look at some of the extinct animals. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are one of the most well-known extinct animals. It's believed their extinction was caused by the impact of a meteor on multiple volcanic eruptions. Another animal, dodo. The dodo went extinct in 1680 and their extinction was caused by animals like cats and pigs.
about animals living on Earth but gradually decreasing in number. Over to Priyal for details.
Thank you, Tanmay. Only 67 Javan rhinos are currently estimated to remain in the world, making this critically endangered rhino species one of the most threatened large mammal species on Earth. Another animal, the Asian elephant. The Asian elephant is classified as endangered by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN. Its population has declined by an estimated 50% over the past 75 years, and there are an estimated 20,000 to 40,000 Asian elephants left in the wild. Over to Naman for the rest of the details.
Thank you, Priyal. Extinctions have been a natural part of our planet's evolutionary history. More than 99% of the 4 billion species that have evolved on Earth are now gone. At least 900 species have gone extinct in the last 5 centuries. Extinction rates today are much higher than background rates and rates from previous mass extinction. Now here are the number of species that have gone extinct since 1500 to 2020. Total species are 900. Mollusks 299, birds 159, mammals 85, fishes 80, amphibians 35, and reptiles 30. And there are also crustaceans at 11. Now Madhav will update us with the red list of endangered animals.
Red List of Endangered Animals. The International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) created the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species in 1964. This is the system that classifies animals based on their risk of extinction. Currently, there are more than 1,42,500 species on the IUCN Red List, with more than 40,000 species threatened with extinction, including 40% of amphibians, 41% of gymnosperms, 37% of sharks and rays, 34% of conifers, 33% of coral reefs, 26% of mammals, and 14% of birds. Now, in today's news, we will be showcasing the cover story by Chirag on India's pride, its national animal, tiger.
India is the land of the largest number of tigers in the world and consists of 50% of the world's tiger population. Yet this creature is the most slaughtered one in the country and is on the verge of becoming extinct. Many programs and initiatives were taken for the protection of the tiger's population living in the wild. Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi initiated a conservation program called Project Tiger in 1973 Jim Corbett Park, Uttarakhand. The aim of this project was to create safe and ideal environmental conditions for the survival and growth of the tigers and their prey. The Project Tiger was successful in its endeavor and the population of tigers is double in last 12 years. So if we can care for animals, we can protect them.
With this, we come to the end of this news. Thank you for watching and stay connected.
Our responsibility as an individual increases when we see so many animals are on the verge of extinction or becoming endangered. Here we look for some ways to protect and conserve wildlife.
Conservation in a general sense means preservation, protection or restoration of the natural environment and of wildlife. In India, there are various laws for the protection and conservation of wildlife as well as overall biodiversity. The Wildlife Protection Act 1972 is legislation that has been implemented for the security of wild animals, birds, and plants with a view of ensuring the ecological and environmental security of India. in the Constitution of India. 1950, under Article 51AG, is a fundamental duty of all of the citizens to protect wildlife and have compassion for living creatures.
Why do we need conservation? First, to conserve wildlife. Second, to conserve habitat. Third, to work for the welfare of individual wild animals. Fourth, to protect biodiversity. Fifth, to sustain agriculture activities. Sixth, to assist ecotourism. Seventh, to protect ecological stability. Eighth, to benefit from the medicinal value of plants.
Hello friends, today I will talk about Project Snow Leopard. The species of snow leopard inhabits the Himalayan landscape as well as states such as Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Do you know the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and IUCN declare the species as vulnerable category? The International Day of Snow Leopard is celebrated on 23rd October each year. The Government of India launched the first National Protocol on Snow Leopard Population Assessment in 2019. This involves the uses of technology such as number 1, camera traps, number 2, scientific surveys. The protected areas are Khyber Wildlife Sanctuary in Himachal Pradesh, the Sacred Himalayan Landscape in Sikkim, the Great Himalayan National Park also in Himachal Pradesh. Number 4, the Hemis National Park in Jammu and Kashmir, the Bang Wildlife Sanctuary in Arunachal Pradesh, Pin Valley National Park in Himachal Pradesh. I would love to tell you about that the Ladakh region is setting a prime example for other states through its conservatory practices to protect snow leopard. Efficient collaboration among NGOs, local people and wildlife department has helped in the prevention of man-animal conflict.
The Project Elephant was launched in 1992 and is a centrally sponsored scheme. The elephants faces the threat of extinction as opposed to extinction faced by the tiger. The project aims at assisting the management and protection of elephants in the states which have free-ranging populations of wild elephants. The Elephants Preservation Act 1879 has also been formulated for the protection of elephants across the country. Friends, do you know India has over 27,000 elephants spread over 26 elephant reserves, but only 65% of the elephant corridors are in the protected area. The protection of elephant is also important because it has been declared as national heritage of the country. The objectives of the project are: first, protection of elephant corridors and their habitat. Second, prevention of man-animal conflicts. This project is crucial because it protects the elephant from hunters and poachers and thereby curb illegal trading of ivory. Friends, do you know what is elephant corridors? Elephant corridors are narrow strips of forested land which act as a bridge to large elephant habitats. The National Green Tribunal has ruled that elephants have the first right on the forest. It was determined that the destruction of environment through the establishment of the wall. There are approximately 88 elephant corridors in India. Please look at this table. South India has 20 elephant corridors. Northwestern India has 12 elephant corridors.
North-West Bengal has 14 elephant corridors. Central India has 20 elephant corridors. And Northeastern India has 22 elephant corridors. Project Hathi Mere Sathi was launched for protection, conservation and welfare for elephants in India. We should put all of our efforts into saving elephants, the national treasure of the country. So it's time. It's time to save our cutest animal that we all love. Thank you.
There, you talked about elephants, and now I'll be talking about Project Hungul. Project Hungul was designed for the protection and conservation of the Kashmir red stag, as this species was enlisted in the critically endangered species list. Hungul or Kashmir red stag is a subspecies of Central Asian red deer which is native to northern India. It is mostly found in the dense riverine forest of Kashmir Valley, some parts of Himachal Pradesh, Sindh Valley, Dachigam National Park and in the forest of Kishtwar. Do you know? It is also the state animal of Jammu and Kashmir. The population of these deers was once approximately 5,000 in number. Then how did the population decrease? Problems such as overgrazing of domestic livestock in the habitat of Hungul and criminal activities like poaching, illicit trading led to decline in the population of Hungul. Do you know? The aim of the project was to create enclosures for the artificial breeding of the species. After the implementation of the project, the numbers rose to 340 by 1980.
Along with protecting and conserving various animal species, there are a number of animal welfare organizations working on well-being of animals. WWF, World Wildlife Fund, PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, FIAPO, Federation of Indian Animal Protection Organization, Wildlife Protection Society of India.
As animals have all rights of coexistence with humans, rather they share this beautiful planet with us and provide all kinds of comfort for our survival. Let's hear the plead from them. as जानवर और मनुष्य दोनों है समान, मनुष्य तभी बनेगा महान जब मन में रखेगा जीवों के लिए सम्मान।
आइए जानवरों की व्यथा हम जानवरों की जुबानी सुनते हैं।
सुनो सुनो ऐ मानव सुनो, वन्य प्राणियों की जुबानी सुनो। ये धरती न केवल तेरी न मेरी, ये धरा हम सबकी है, हमारी है।
फिर क्यों तुमने इसे बांट दिया, स्वार्थीपन ने इसका नाश किया। क्या इसके परिणाम को जाने हो, क्या इसके विनाश से अनजाने हो।
चाहे बनाओ इमारतें जितनी, पर जब ना बचेगी धरती इतनी जिस पर तुम श्वास ले पाओगे, सपने में ही हरियाली सजाओगे।
ऋषि मुनि थे हमारे रक्षक, क्यों तुम बन गए हमारे भक्षक। बचा लो इस वसुधा को अब, इस वसुंधरा के असली लाल हो तब, इस वसुंधरा के असली लाल हो तब।
वास्तव में इस धरती पर केवल इंसान का ही नहीं, बल्कि धरती पर मौजूद हर एक प्राणी का हक है। वन्य प्राणियों का हमारे पारिस्थितिकी तंत्र यानी इकोसिस्टम में अहम योगदान है। अगर इनका अस्तित्व नहीं रहा तो हमारा अस्तित्व भी खतरे में आ जाएगा। अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहता हूं कि सबको प्यारे हैं अपने प्राण, सबको प्यारे हैं अपने प्राण, फिर चाहे जानवर हो या इंसान। मत बनो नादान, न लो इनके प्राण, न लो इनके प्राण। धन्यवाद।
जीव जंतुओं की मनुष्य से यही विनती है कि वे उन्हें न्याय दे, उन्हें मारकर गद्दारी ना करें।
अंत में मैं एक कविता द्वारा जानवरों की मनोस्थिति दर्शाना चाहता हूँ। वो बोल नहीं सकते पर एहसास करते हैं, जानवर होकर भी इंसान पर विश्वास करते हैं। डांटना, मारना या भूखे रखना सब महसूस करते हैं। देकर अपनी जान ये जानवर आपको महसूस करते हैं। देखा है खुद की आंखों से मैंने, देखा है खुद की आंखों से मैंने, अपने गद्दारी करते हैं। पाल कर देखो यारो, कुत्ते बड़ी वफादारी करते हैं। ये तो जानवर है साहब, झूठी रोटियों से अपना पेट भरते हैं। कर लो खुद से वादा, आज से नेके काम करो, सोच बदलो नजरिया बदलो, अजी सोच बदलो नजरिया बदलो। इनका भी सम्मान करो, इनका भी सम्मान करो। धन्यवाद।
This brings us to the end of today's presentation, and I will leave this powerful thought by Dalai Lama. Life is as dear to mute creatures as it is to man. Just as one wants happiness and fears pain, one wants to live and not die, so do other creatures. So, let's join hands to treat animals as living beings, as all living creatures are deserving a life free from fear and pain. Thank you.